Hello, friends. Hello, I. I am ASMR Austin, and today we're playing To Be a Tree. Don't worry, being a tree is easy. How to be a tree? Do nothing. Tree life sure is nice, huh? Sometimes I envy you trees. Wish I knew how to hide this thing. I hope you don't mind me staying here. I'm just taking in your majesty on this fine day. Some people say I stare too much. They say that about me too. I can't help it though. It's who I am. I'm glad you'll never change, tree. Oh, tree, you're my best friend. Entranced, I gazed into your branches for hours. That's the end of the first chapter. We're now going into the devotee. I suppose I'm expected to do something now. There we go. Oh, tree, you are the most wonderful tree. Perfect in symmetry. Unchanging in pose. Unperturbed by the elements. Forever maintaining the ideal form. You are the best tree. Tree, I shall build a monument in your honor. A park in which your glory may forever be enjoyed. And so I built a monument to your perfection. For ages to come, you would be celebrated. Next chapter, in your honor. And so you remain until the end of time. But does time not change us all? Do we not all get jetpacks eventually in the future? The end of time. Power keys unlocked. Activate jetpack. And so goes the life as a tree. As any dendrologist might tell you, trees are always changing. Whether it's with the seasons, whether it's growth and adaptation, or it's growing jetpacks. So that's how it all ends, I see. What a romance. Thank you all for joining me. We will not be playing all 16 endings, but we may see what happens at the end of time branch. What? How? I can't. I can't. Warning, this game may induce seizures. I don't know what to do now. And so goes the life of a tree. Next chapter. Jet-powered Robo-Tree. You found it. The way to be a tree. And that was the Robo-Tree with a jetpack ending. I certainly hope I don't hurt these poor civilians. Oh, I'm so sorry. It is out for our blood. And so, the tree, knowing no other way, for it had no tree parents to teach it ethical responsibilities, went on a massive killing spree, murdering everyone in its path. I no longer consider this tree to be the best tree. Indeed. Run, civilians. The tree, or the tree will kill you. The tree will have its revenge. There's no stopping the mighty tree. When it has entered heat, musk. And so goes the life of a tree. I didn't anticipate this game getting so violent. I'm sorry, children. We found the home of the battle tree. Keep it surrounded. Oh, but you underestimate the power of the mighty tree. You think fire will stop this tree merely because it's made of wood? Oh no, the tree is injured. But the soldiers don't realize that the tree has weapons of its own and its mighty branches. But the tree was no more. Fortunately, it had grown seed and given birth to another tree that had grown very quickly, exactly where the former tree was. Which also died. But the grandchild of the next tree was another beast entirely, until it too succumbed to the tanks. But then, the great-grandchild of that previous mighty tree went to work, bringing all who opposed it to ruin. Until it met its true enemy, the slightly smaller hole. But as we know, trees adapt. But fortunately, it had planted a flag, a seed flag, that bore more children. But apparently that flag only waits for one tree, and then you have to start all over again. Sorry. Fortunately for this tree, trees can live without most of their branches. And as it stepped over the remnants of its fallen ancestors, the tree felt filled with terrible vengeance. And that vengeance moved on to all of its descendants. That was anticlimactic. I only wish that there was a flag after that very difficult tank. Fortunate for the trees, their vengeance and terrible violence causes them to grow every minute, so that they may one day have an army to fight their transgressors. View the tree and its transforming abilities, and its adaptation to each new struggle. And so the tank was no more. With its occupants never being able to escape, tank having been flipped over. Apparently, the roots are the tree's one weakness. Who would have thought? These trees, excuse me, as these trees have indeed uprooted themselves in order to reach their next stage of evolution. Indeed, I wonder, what would happen if I went up to this platform? Will the tree unlock some secret to its continued survival and reproduction? Perhaps the tree must use the tank itself as a platform. The tree then went to get the second triangle of power and sacrificed itself for the good of its descendants. Indeed, these trees are selfless beings when it comes to their own kind. The tree had found all that it needed to from that height, but felt the overwhelming bloodlust to defeat and murderize that one final soldier behind the mighty tank. Indeed, no place is safe from the trees, and they inevitably turn against humanity. Having lost most of its branches, the tree decided to allow that one soldier to live, because this tree was feeling merciful. But it too was viciously killed. How sad. Now we understand the purpose, the reason that these trees developed such a hatred for humanity. Oh, poor human. Now you realize there is no escape from the trees. And so goes the life of the tree. Tree's dominion. Tree, you have won. We surrender. Please, be kind as our leader. The tree considered the humans' demands, but unfortunately far too many of its ancestors had been killed. There was no pity left in this tree's heart. And so, it continued its rampage, not stopping until it alone was the only intelligent species left on Earth. The way to be a tree is to conquer humanity. And allow that, my friends, to be the cautionary tale of today. Please be careful of how you treat your trees, because one day they may uproot themselves and wreak their terrible vengeance. Let us play one final ending and see if there is perhaps hope for an ending of peace between our species. Indeed, there is no peace. Thank you for joining me today, as we have delved into the life of a tree. As a reward for just staying with me today, I'd like you to please indulge me, if you will, as I flood your senses with some smooth, freeform jazz. Thank you so much for watching.